Great. We ready to go? Oh,
Alright,
yes,
we-
I guess so.
I
We
already
do
did
get
it.
live. Woo! Sunday night reseller reset. Are we ready to reset?
I am
So
so
am.
ready to reset.
Oh my gosh, how are you doing?
I am good. How was your trip? I haven't talked to you all week.
Yes, I'm still uh, getting home. Like,
Decompressing from everything.
yeah, so we had a family party today, so I feel like I still haven't I feel like it's just going. I got to reset.
Yes.
And this is going to be a
then,
crazy reset because I'm leaving again at the crack of dawn on Wednesday to be gone for another week.
Right.
I'm not used to this. I'm always home.
I love it.
So I'm so sorry. Yes, I know. Then everything
You're fine.
falls to you.
And then I just logged on and noticed that we have the same hair. I mean, mine's red.
That, right?
Yes.
Yeah. I
So
was
many
like, I have so much shipping to do. So my mom, is a hairstylist. So I walked next door this morning and I was like, I have so much to do. Can you just cut all my hair off, please? And she's like, sure.
Samantha said I can't stop sleeping, so I guess I'm just going to stop doing my hair.
Yes, absolutely. I figured that was a better solution. Yeah. So that's what happened. Yes. It was all for the reseller reset.
I've been telling you to cut your hair for a while, so I love it. Good job. You look great in all hairstyles.
Thank you.
Your hair grows super fast. It'll be down halfway down your back by like next week anyways, the way your hair
Right.
grows.
I know. That's the crazy thing. I watch the episodes and I'm like, oh my gosh, like my hair, like over the course of 6 months is like insane. Like I look like a totally different person in 6 months. So
you do.
Yeah. So whatever. Just hair, right?
Yeah.
It's just hair. Yeah. So, whew.
So what's your schedule going to look like this week? Like you need to catch up with your business, but then leave again.
Yeah. So guess how many packages I have to ship out?
Oh gosh. Okay. So this is from the whole, this is like
From
a
a
10
week.
days. A week?
No, a week. 1 week.
A week? Okay.
Exactly 1 week.
43. Oh gosh.
71.
You broke the record from last time you were on vacation.
Yeah. 71 in the course of a week. Almost halfway there. I was shipping right before I came on here. Almost halfway there. Yeah. So, I hate to say this, but we always are having like this ongoing banking discussion about whether to bank listings. For those of you that know me and follow along, I do not bank listings. I did not bank listings for this trip. I would be scared to think what would happen if I did bank listings because there's no way I could get it all done. So yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong. Like my income is going to be suffering over this. There were 3 trips, so it's not going to be what it was. I mean, it's certainly not my sales aren't what they would normally be or what they would be to, survive and pay my bills over these 3 weeks. But that's why we budget in vacation, right?
Yep.
Yeah. So
absolutely.
So before we talk about how I'm a reseller resetting, I want to know what the heck happened last week? What did I miss? You got to catch me up so we can get you set for this coming week.
So it was good. It was good.
Yeah.
Tuesday we had our normal mastermind.
Mm-hmm.
That went great. Lots of people participating. That was good.
Oh, good.
Let me see.
And that was the weekly, right? So this month is the monthly.
Weekly. This one coming up is the big monthly one. Every morning we had our motivation in minutes. Definitely gets me more motivated when you're not here. So that was good. I was like, there was a couple days I'm like, anybody got a quote? But it was really good. It forced me to get my pom-poms back out. There was a lot of pom-poms towards the end of the week, so those came back in full force. Yeah.
Some good things happening at the end of the week, huh?
Yeah, we were pepped right up by the end of the week. I also hosted 10 listing parties for List Perfectly.
Girl.
10, and I themed them. So we had 4 p.m. Eastern and 9 p.m. Eastern. And the 4 p.m. ones, I was trying to feel like we were also on a cruise. So I themed them, and we had, I might actually have some of the photos in here. Oh, we should. Let's see here. We had a Hawaiian day. Yeah.
Oh, fun.
And then we had pajama day. Don't spit your drink.
Yes.
Those are the only 2 I have loaded on here, but we had sports day, which I actually started dog sitting, like house sitting during that day, like an hour or so beforehand. So I got there and I was like, I had sold the jersey that I had originally wanted to wear for that. And then I was like, I didn't have anything else sports related around me at all. So I went and got some eyeshadow, like black eyeshadow, and I put it across my cheeks and I was like, boom, I'm dressed. I'm sportsy.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and then we had like rainbow day. We had another day. It was great. So we did that, and then we got together at night and got together with a bunch of people. That was fun. What else happened while you were gone? On Friday, I did it was kind of an unboxing, not really. I just went through like my board games and how I would proceed to list them. Hi, Stuart.
Stuart, did you restart your podcast? I saw something pop up and I'm just wondering. Sorry, go ahead.
No, I hope so. That was,
I think so. I think they renamed it a little bit. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Hopefully, so it's a little easier to find.
I was doing like a little cheer. Yeah.
So Wednesday we had our monthly live recap for the first of because it was May 1st on Wednesday, first Wednesday of the month.
I watched it.
Last night. I had so much fun with Nisha. So Nisha
was, yes, you guys were awesome. That was really, really good. Yeah.
I was so pumped that she came on and talked to everybody. And I probably just mumbled the whole time and didn't let her talk very much. So I'm sorry, Nisha, but I loved hanging out. I hung out with her a little while beforehand and then that, and it was good. Yeah.
It was real good. It was real good. I really enjoyed it. All right, here's our update. Doing a podcast with 2 other guys. Yes. It's the Finders Flippers Reseller podcast, spelled correctly now.
Yay!
I'm so glad you guys restarted that. Love the spelled correctly name. I think it's super cute. Your logo is super cute. Now I just have to watch it and listen to it. I'm really excited to add.
Yeah, I listened to it early on, so I'm excited too.
Yeah. Go. Yes. Love it. Love having you in the podcasting space with us. And it's a lot of fun.
Now so we can share it for everybody.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I do like that logo. Yes.
Yes, I did search for it before. Yes, it was it was hard. It came, so this time I wasn't searching for it and it came up in my feed and I was like, is this Stuart?
That's good.
And so I was like, I don't think he spells it like that. It came right up in my feed. So I wasn't even looking for it. So, hey, it's working. Really cool. All right, Samantha put the link for that in the comments here.
So my only feed,
follow it.
Yes. Everybody go follow, subscribe. My only feedback now, Stuart, is put your guys' faces on it.
Put your face on it.
Put your face on it everywhere, all over it. Or you can comment on it if you want to, because I like my face everywhere as well. So yeah, go for it. What are you drinking today?
I just made myself a hot toddy.
Nice.
Yeah.
How are you feeling? You were sick before.
I was sick during. I am still sick now. Yeah. Yeah. This cold was a real tough one. It's just doesn't want to go away, but I'm better.
Look at, they've already talked about putting my face on their logo. Isn't that cool? That's awesome.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. I'm really excited about that journey. I think I'm thrilled it came up in my feed. I'm thrilled you guys changed the name. We're thrilled you might put your face on it.
Yeah, I mean, we were obsessed from the very beginning. So
right.
I'm pumped that it's like a real thing now. Because before it was like, yeah, I did a thing with these guys, kinda. Now it's a thing. I like it.
It's a thing.
Yeah.
It's a real thing. Very proud of our friend. Yeah. And we'll get to hang out in Gatlinburg and hey, maybe we'll even do like a live podcast. Maybe we could even do like a joint venture or something. I mean, I don't know. The possibilities are endless.
A house full of YouTubers and podcasters. Do you think we might do some?
We might. Yeah. It'll be fun, to say the least. All right. So if the Reseller Relaxation Cruise is any indicator of how Gatlinburg, the Reseller Retreat meetup might be, it's going to be awesome. I can tell you my main feeling coming off of it is I feel so blessed to know these people and what they give to my life and hopefully what I give to their life. And just, it's so, I love to hang with our people. Like, it is just so inspiring and just so it just gets you pumped up to, do things like a reseller reset and get back into it while you're relaxing. It reminds you of why you do what we do, Yeah. All right.
Yeah, it sounded like that was a resounding note from everybody that went. So that's awesome.
Yeah, just really soul fulfilling here. All right, they may invite us on as a guest at some point. We're thinking about having guests once a month or so. Come on, talk about consignment. Yeah, we could talk about a lot of stuff.
I like to talk.
Yeah. Whatever you need.
The Friday one, I was just gonna like do a quick thing, and I'm like, if I do like 30 minutes or so, that's like a good chunk, and I can feel like I recorded something. Yeah. Hey, Joe.
Did you hear us talking about Gatlinburg, Joe? Yeah.
And then next thing I knew, I had went an hour and a half talking about board games. So yeah.
Awesome.
Hopefully.
I think the universe is, I didn't watch it yet. I think the universe is sending you messages.
I need if I was just going to do board games, though, I would need so much more time because the average sale price is so much lower than other stuff that I sell. So I don't know, but I definitely, that's what I've been thrifting. So I've been, when I go out and do stuff, I'm not just getting a bunch of random stuff. I'm focusing on board games. I'm still looking at other things, but like the board games are what I'm focusing on. So it's helped me narrow my focus personally, and then I still accept everything else for consignment.
Right. We'll talk in Gatlinburg because I have some really interesting ideas for you.
Okay.
And how it's going to change it's going to change your business in a couple ways that you're not even thinking of. So I'm really excited. Yeah.
Okay.
So Joe, what's that?
We talk like 10 times a week, and now I have to wait until August to hear about how my business will transform.
It's going to be a very, very intense, detailed conversation, but probably around the fire pit, a couple of beers, one of those, like
when we're snuggled up in bed. Yeah.
Or when we're snuggled up in bed. Yeah. Yeah, Joe, we were just talking about the Reseller Relaxation Cruise. I said the one thing I took off of it is it's just so fulfilling to spend time with our people, other resellers, and just the beauty of it and just the beauty of our community.
I'm sure he's still on that high after the Nashville one too.
Yeah, that's what I want to know about. So Frank, you were, Oh, you missed the Nashville meetup? All right, I was just going to ask you and Joe how the Nashville one was. I thought you were there. Yeah. So, all right, Joe, fill us in. It looked like fun. I didn't have Wi-Fi for a lot of the trip, and I wasn't online, so I haven't caught up on everything that happened in that. I know you can't catch us up on everything that happened in Nashville, and I'm sure there's YouTube videos out there, but give us your takeaway here. I really want to know what we missed. What was a highlight? Molly did have Wi-Fi a little bit for one day on the ship, and she was like, "Joe's having so much fun. Oh my god." So I kind of did live a little vicariously through you at some point, and Molly was just so excited for you. And then we were chatting about Nicole and how she was so gracious that you went because you really wanted to go, and how sweet you guys are as a couple. And yeah, you were a topic of conversation. Yeah, for sure. All right. So you did all of that last week. Are you feeling burnt out? Are you feeling like you need to recharge? Are you feeling like List Perfectly really should give you some kind of trophy or award?
Gosh, it was crazy.
I'm feeling like, do they still do that like once a month, award?
No,
okay.
I definitely don't want a trophy or an award. I don't need any of that. But yeah, it was nuts. But towards the end of the week, there were some new people coming in, and they were asking questions, and everybody was sharing screens and helping out, and that it like rejuvenated me. It was like, that is why we do it. Like when people come in and they're like, I have this question and I don't know how to do this, and what's your process with that? And then we help each other. That was my favorite part. I mean, we were also like, drinking while we were doing it, so it was great. But that is why we do it, and I loved it. So I won't be signing up for that many anytime soon or ever again, because that was a lot. But it was good.
Yeah. Good. I'm glad you did. Did you do one in the Patreon? Because I saw some comments, but I did
a couple in Patreon. So
you did? Okay.
Yeah, sometimes in between. We did our regular Wednesday come list with us for our top tier Patreons, and then patrons, whatever you're supposed to say. And then I sprinkled a couple in there, and then Saturday.
Oh, what happened Saturday?
I had planned to do so, as I always do. I was super productive. Like I started house sitting on like Wednesday, and I was super productive like Wednesday, Thursday. And so Friday, I reset on Friday, and I brought all of my listed stuff home, and we put it in our inventory, and like I was organized, and I took I was taking small batches, and then I was like, I've been so productive. Let's take more. So I took all this stuff on Friday, did the live, broke down all the board games, like got those all sorted, did all this stuff. And board games, when they're all broke down, are only like this much and doesn't look so bad. But really, that's like 30 listings is all these things. So I also had stacks of clothing and all this. And then Saturday, I put out a shout out for help for everybody to come keep me accountable and make sure that I kept listing through Saturday. And I did list all but like 5 pieces of the board games, and I still have a whole stack of pants to do, but it was very productive on Saturday. We had lots of people in, learned some new things, sharing screens. Brian, the Used Toy Man, I believe is his store name. He changes it all the time. I can't keep track.
Brian.
Toys from the
call him our Brian.
Something, yeah. So Brian, he got in an awesome consignment.
Yeah.
That had like party poppers as part of it. And they were these big tubes. They had little CO2 tanks, and you put like confetti and streamers and stuff in it. And then you hit the trigger and they pop everywhere. And he got like 10 of those on consignment and a bunch of other really cool stuff. He was going through this consignment hall listing.
Yeah.
And so we wanted him to test them. So there is a small recording in our Zoom account of him testing it with packing peanuts on our list with us.
Oh, Molly will have to do something with that little recording, right?
I said it might take a week or two until she's settled. However, there's something will happen with that. So
yeah. Oh, that's awesome.
It was fun.
Yeah, consignment, you just never know.
You never know. He got that from a church. Like yeah.
They do some wild and crazy things at those vacation Bible schools. I used to volunteer for those. Yeah.
Yeah. It was fun.
I love it. Wow.
The
right.
party bus. Yes. I keep forgetting that we're having a party bus. We're going to have so much fun.
Chalet, party bus, Dollywood. I'm sure it will all be crazy fun. Yes, it will. Yes, it will. All right. So that was last week. I still think you should get, I know you don't want a trophy because then you're going to have to sell it and consign it and all that stuff. But I still think you should get some sort of award from List Perfectly for doing all of those listing parties. So if they do a spotlight or something, I don't know. I'm going
It's
to have to
definitely a
submit you
record.
for it.
Definitely. I don't think List Perfectly has that many parties in a week. Like that was definitely a record of some sort, right?
Yes. Yes. All right. I'm going to do something. I'm going to submit you for something. Even if it's an award I make up on their Facebook page, I'm going to submit you for it. Yes. You need some sort of recognition there, my friend. Themes, helping people. Yeah. All right. Oh, Carmen. A bottle of her favorite drink. Now that would be progress. That would be very progressive. Yes.
That's definitely that's a kind of trophy I like. I like that.
All right. All right. I'm going to get to work on that. All right. So if you guys are in List Perfectly, if you're in the group, go ahead. If you see me submit Samantha for some sort of made up award, go ahead, chime in. You know me,
Wait,
when I set my mind to something, I make it happen.
Let me delete these photos out of here. No.
Oh my goodness. That is so fun. All right. So you're coming off this week. What is your week coming up like this week, and how are you going to handle it?
Well, now it's going to seem like I hardly have anything because I don't have all those parties on there.
Right.
Yeah. So I need to get our list of events out. That's on my list for tonight.
And did you see for our monthly members, our Patreon members, and our weekly, I put the worksheet in their Google Drive folder. So if you guys don't know,
I was going to ask you about that. So I will add that to the post that goes out Tuesday morning.
Yeah, I did that before I left, but I didn't post about it because it wasn't yet May. Yeah, so those of you that don't know, so we do our mastermind calls once a week for our monthly members, once a month, but every month I make a worksheet. You get your own personal Google Drive. I put it in there, and some of you that are overachievers really love it. Some people don't bother, but I feel like it helps us kind of focus in, and sometimes there are uncomfortable questions to answer and we have to pull it out of people sometimes, but they're all
they're honest,
geared toward moving your business forward.
Yeah, they're honest questions. Like what truly didn't work for you last month? What was a roadblock? What was like sometimes you got to dig deep, like but they're good and they're private in there. It's fine. We're not very private. So I will definitely I already made all the posts for Patreon for next week. So I will just go in and add that little sentence in there because we had it for last month for April's and I wasn't sure. So I did that. We were traveling all day today. So every time I would get service, I would load some things up and then because I was just riding along. So I will add that. And then I need to do our list of events. Molly was awesome and put all those social media things in there. So I actually got a new phone last week. Got a new phone. It's great. I'm using my old phone for listing. It's having some issues like charging and I needed a new one. I was struggling. But it is just fine if I charge it fully and then I can use it for days to just take photos and list into Consign Cloud. I only have Photo Room and Consign Cloud on there. That's it. Nothing else is on that phone.
Yeah, see, that's what I do. I use mine for text, like mine's my business phone, and I try to I use that for Consign Cloud and for Photo Room and picture taking and all that. But then, I got to respond to consigners and customers too on it, but that all works. But it is nice not to have it on your personal phone, like to have it separate. And if you have a helper and they come and they take, like, you can just be like, here's the phone. Like they don't have to use their own. Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm way too easily distracted. That's the biggest thing. Is I'm pretty good about, like, I delete photos every night to make sure that doesn't clutter things up and whatever.
Yeah.
I'm so distracted. I'll list 2 things and then I'll get a Facebook notification, and the next thing you know, I'm sending you videos of cute puppies or something, and I'm doing, and everybody's like, Samantha, I thought you were listing pants. I'm like, crap, I was, yes. So that really, I think that really helped at the tail end of last week when I transitioned into that. However, I reset that phone before I fully had this phone set up, so I didn't have access to the majority of our stuff.
Oh, that's a lot of work to set that up.
And to share, like, I do most everything on my phone. So, like, our social media and all that stuff, I had a routine on there. So it was a blessing, because once you guys got service and were able to let me in and give me the approval that Google wanted, I had learned how to do it on the computer and share stuff. So Molly set up a whole folder of stuff before she left, and I'm going to continue scheduling this week and share it everywhere. And I learned a bunch of new stuff with that. So it worked out really well.
I love doing it on the computer. I know you love it on your phone, but I think it's so much faster on the computer.
And some of them are just easier, like YouTube. At first, I was like, "Oh, this is way more complicated," and then I was like, "Wait, there's so many more options on here."
Yeah. I like that. Yay! I'm excited to see what this week has in store for social media. Yeah. And we released, this week our video is the top 3 reasons you need C-chats in your life.
Yes, it is. Yeah.
I'm excited for that one.
I am too. That was a good one.
Yeah. This week we did our Listapalooza recap. It was kind of fun to shout out all the winners and talk a little bit about some of the amazing things that happened there, and, moving it over to Patreon, all that good stuff. All right. So now this week you have social media on your schedule. You already did the Patreon stuff. Yay.
Yes.
All right. What else do you have?
Social media. I mean, and then my business. I still need to unpack stuff from here. I'm actually going to house sit for somebody else tomorrow, but it's only one night.
Okay.
And they live, like, I can see their house from here, so that won't be bad. I'm going to continue the small batches, just bringing things over in small batches, coming back and putting away, and as long as I keep doing that, that should be fine.
Yeah. So how do you have it? Are you using your paper calendar this week? Like, do you have?
Well, I have everything.
What is that looking like? Okay.
I have everything time blocked, and I did not have our calendar on my phone, but now everything is synced and it's working good. Nice. So everything is time blocked. I felt a little discombobulated. And then I have just like reminders on here, and social media is what's going to be on here. So I can keep track of what went everywhere and what day. I can just mark off, like, boom, that day is scheduled, done. And yeah.
All right. And you have let's see, motivation in minutes. I'll be here Tuesday. And then Wednesday, you have the come list with us. I'll probably be driving during that time. So that'll be your baby.
I did mark on Thursday that I would do an extra come list with us for our paid Patreon members.
On Thursday? Ooh, nice.
I haven't announced that yet, but it's on here.
Oh, so you mean those people listening?
So if you are a paid member of the $25 or more ones, you get an automatic Wednesday where you get to come and hang out with us in a Zoom session. And I'm going to add one on for Thursday. Yeah.
Excellent. For every tier of Patreon, is that what you said? Or just the...
I'm not sure. I'm not sure I'm going to do everybody that's in the paid ones or just the top 2. I feel like I need to give a little more to the top 2 because I've been doing so many freebies in the last couple weeks. So I'm going to just give them a little extra. They're our little exclusive club over there.
We learned so much in that. It's ridiculous. So hopefully I'll be able to make Thursdays. That would be really cool.
Yeah.
And then TGIF Friday. I will probably be at the graduation at that time.
Yeah, you're good. I will probably just be listing more things.
Yeah.
People will see my process again.
And I'm like real bummed I'm not gonna be there. Yeah.
Hey, it's
I'm
recorded.
all
You
right.
can watch it later.
Right. Yeah. All right. So yeah, it's really hard. I had a huge consignment drop off today. I had a
Oh.
huge one before I left. I mean, I literally have, I want to say hundreds. It's probably closer to 1,000 items in various stages of listing, depending on which helper did them. It's just killing me that I'm like walking away from that. It's
Right.
But this is like, all right, so this is never going to happen again, right? Like where I have like back to back to back things, it's just kind of like once in a lifetime kind of thing. So I just have to embrace it and say, this is what I work so hard for. But still at the back of my mind, I'm like, oh gosh, am I tanking my business for 3 weeks?
Emma is never going to
painful.
graduate with this degree ever again.
Right.
You gotta go enjoy that.
Yeah, she's a 2020 baby. So, her prom dress is still hanging in her closet. She
Right.
never had a graduation. Like, this is a super big deal.
Yep.
So we're going to make it a super big deal.
Yes.
So,
Awesome.
right. I just have to remember this is why we work. See, I'm getting like worked up. Like, I'm getting worked up just talking about it. Yeah.
So that is also why I told you that don't worry about Tuesday if you need time for your business, because your business comes first. And that's why there's 3 of us in this business, because I can cover it and we're good.
Yeah.
I don't think anybody left after last week. And nothing exploded other than Brian's thing that he was testing, and that was supposed to explode. So that's fine.
We'll be good. I'll do it. I'll do what I can. And I just
Bye,
miss
Jennifer.
everybody. Hey, how are you? All right. So Jen and her husband Ian are just the cutest, sweetest, most adorable 80s. They dressed up real good for the 80s night on the cruise. Like super fun. It was just really sweet to see them together. And we had a lot of fun when we saw them. Yeah. It was really great. Yeah.
Joe, I am only allowing that phone call because it was your dad. We'll let that one go. But from now on, we are the priority.
So we didn't hear about Nashville meetup yet. And, pump it in the comments. Let us know.
I love this. Libby, that is why you have a backup to your backup. Something about ducks in a row. You all got this. Backup ducks. Yes.
We got this. I mean, I did it solo, but for a while when Molly was taking care of her mom. However, we did not have the masterminds. We did not have the listing parties. We did not have the what? I'm trying to think. Come list with us. Like
the motivation minutes, come list with us.
Right. We did not have all of that.
Weekly and monthly masterminds. We got 2 sometimes lives a week. We got
Yeah. So I realized it's a lot.
Which the first time you guys left me alone, I clearly floundered. And I was like, how do I speak? I didn't even know what words were. It was hard. And I feel like this week I'm good. That being said, I don't want you guys to leave me very often. However, I've got it. It's okay.
Well, the next time we're all gone, we're going to be gone together. And we're probably just going to slow things down as far as that's concerned for the week. It'll be like a vacation week. Yeah, for sure. For sure. And then Molly is just going to we're just going to have to ban her from taking any sort of vacations. Yeah.
She said she's going to do this every year. She's just going to go to Washington every year.
Well, she can go to Washington. We'll see how she does while she's in Washington with the work thing.
We will see how she does. We might have to go to Washington with her every year for a month. I don't know. Maybe that
we might. Yeah. I mean, maybe it's going to be fine with her in Washington. Maybe it'll be nice to have see like somebody in charge on the West Coast on West Coast time. Like maybe she'll pick up a whole West Coast audience. Maybe she should do a motivation in minutes. Oh, that's what we should tell her. Yeah, let's tell her we decided we're going to do a West Coast motivation in minutes.
We talk about that all the time, but for us to do it at noon sounds super weird for us. So yes. Oh, that's a good idea.
Yeah, she's going to be thrilled.
Oh, she's going to be so excited. So excited.
Squirrels at a rave are more fun. Yep, definitely. Definitely.
It's basically my brain all the time.
Ian was so impressed with how we were the first people. We ran into them right getting on the ship, and they were just so cute. Yes.
Awesome.
Yes.
But the
So
face of
fun.
resellers, he's like, oh, resellers aren't so bad. Okay, good.
All
I
right,
wasn't
all
there,
right.
so that's, yeah. I'm glad that was the first impression.
It was nice because people had on, because we didn't know a lot of people. Like, we all didn't know each other. I mean, obviously there were people we knew really well, and some people that we were meeting for the first time. But it was really nice to have a lot of people wearing the shirts, right? Because like
Yes.
standing in line, we were like, hey, oh, you're one of us, yay!
Yes.
So that was really cool. I'm glad Molly and Vicky did all that. That was really cool. Yeah. So maybe we'll have to do something like that for Gatlinburg.
Yeah.
We'll see. You know how Molly loves to brand everything.
Well,
I guess we need a.
who else loves to do that? Nicole, and she's gonna be.
Oh my gosh! Put those two together.
How many pictures do we have already from her and things? So
yes,
yeah.
yes.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, speaking of branded thing. All right, one thing, but we'll talk about it when we do our reseller relaxation recap.
I know. I'm trying not to talk too much about your trip.
I know. All right, this is the last thing I'm gonna say is Vanessa. Did you see the shirt Vanessa made me and her?
No.
All right, so it was the first picture on one of the reels Molly did, and Vanessa made these shirts, and mine says Jedi Master, and hers says Padawan. Oh my gosh, it was like the sweetest, most fun thing in the world.
Awesome.
Yeah, so we got a picture with them.
He's such a nerd. I love it.
I think I'm going to wear mine. Vanessa and I had an awesome time. All right, last thing I'm going to say.
That's
all right.
Awesome.
All right. Jennifer's in here.
Yeah.
All right.
It's voted on. Molly's got to do it now.
When she gets to Washington, we'll break the news to her that she's doing a Motivation in Minutes on the West Coast. Yeah. I'll tell her. I think it's a really good idea because we just
yes. I mean, we've had this idea before. We feel like we needed to have staggered ones or something to reach more people.
Mm-hmm.
But it just doesn't make sense for our schedule. But it would make perfect sense if she's already living the schedule out there.
Because she was already worried about how she was going to make Motivation in Minutes while she was out there. So
now she's going to have to worry about how she's going to do her own. I recommend costumes. It works well.
She's going to be thrilled with us. Just absolutely thrilled with us, Samantha.
Yes, she's going to be so excited. It was Jennifer's idea. It's fine.
Yeah.
She's going to look like this every morning. It's going to be great. Okay. I just want to, I know we don't like share our stuff on here for this, but my husband, so I have sold, like, I will randomly find animal shaped baskets. Like I found a little elephant, little wicker basket, and I found a couple turkeys before Thanksgiving and some other ones. And we find them around here for $1 or less or whatever. And I'm able to sell them on Etsy. Like they flip really easily. So I always tell them, I don't want baskets. However, if they're shaped like an animal, I want them. So my husband this week has found me a rabbit wicker basket, a turkey wicker basket, and a chicken wicker basket.
Oh my gosh. We had in my house, we had the chicken and the turkey growing up.
Right? I love this turkey has like layers, colored layers on them. And yeah, these baskets sell well for me. So I don't know. He likes it. Like during the pandemic, he likes a mission. During the pandemic, I would say go to the puzzles and games, and anything that's new in plastic, I'm buying it. Like in the pandemic, it didn't matter what it was. It didn't matter what the puzzle looked like or what the game was. It would sell because everybody was at home. And so he really liked that he could just go there, grab stuff, and boom, he participated. And then as the pandemic slowed, and I'm like, stop buying all the puzzles, and nobody cares about that game. Like,
oh, he found his niche, and then you took it away. You're so mean.
So now I gave him baskets.
Aww.
Yeah.
I'm very happy. That's great. I like that he has a little job.
You're very happy about it?
I'm very happy for you.
Oh, yeah.
All right. So your schedule is good.
My schedule is good. Your schedule.
You want me to share it?
Your
Yes.
schedule is very full.
It's not that full because I don't. All right, let me share it because maybe if you talk to me, I can. There's so much that has to be deleted. All right,
That's true.
let's see.
I have found a pretty good balance in mine where I haven't had to juggle or move a lot of things lately, so that's been good. Other than Tuesdays, of course.
All right. Good. All right, so just look at tomorrow with me.
Okay, tomorrow, yes. You need to
today was
out
Cinco de Mayo.
Today was.
Right.
Happy tacos.
Happy tacos. I didn't have tacos. Okay. All right. So shipping. All right. How long do you think it's going to take me to ship about 50 items?
Okay, well, you're doing
Let me just go ahead and drag that down to lunchtime.
That's you're definitely going to need that much time. You're doing some of it tonight, right?
No, I already did what I was going to do.
You already, okay. So you still have 50.
All right. So then I can move my listing blocks. Yeah, because it's whatever else sells. All right. I can move my listing blocks down. Do you think I'm going to be, looks like I'll be able to get 3 hours listing in tomorrow.
I love that you have emojis with these things.
Yeah, it makes me happy. You know, I'm not into cutesy anything.
I know.
But like sometimes I just need like a little something, right?
It's like having stickers in a real planner. I love it.
Yeah. And then I think I'm going to move my organization down to the end of the.
Are you going to need a break in between any of this? Like,
I have lunch
break. Do
break.
you want to do a solid 3 hours of listing, or do you want to like list, organize list, or like?
That's a good point. I'm going to do organization in there.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I know I'll have to go to FedEx.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Let me move this.
All those authentications.
All right. So if I do that and I ship. All right. So even though I have like.
That's not bad.
List 1 to 2, you know how I do my like blocks is 1 to 2 is actually I set my timer for 50 minutes. So it's from 1 to 150. Then I get a 10-minute break to do whatever I need to do.
Whatever you need to do or whatever Chummy needs you to do. Let's be real here.
Oh, he's really sick.
Aww.
I know. He hasn't eaten or drank anything since 4 o'clock yesterday. So there might be a vet trip in here someplace.
Okay.
But that's okay. That's okay.
It is okay.
He comes first.
Right.
And yeah, so the mornings will look the same. Social media, clean, shower, customer service, motivation in minutes. Yeah, all right. That looks pretty good.
Yeah.
Mondays look good. Yeah, and then Tuesday. All right. Thank you. Thank you for going through this with me because I was a little bit like just overwhelmed trying to look at it.
All now make sure that you have time to eat.
So I have my lunch break in there. Did you see that? Oh, but I don't get
not
it
on Tuesdays. Tuesdays we don't eat until like 3 p.m.
Right. I'm actually going to delete listing hour on Tuesday.
Okay.
And then all right, lunch break. I can have an early lunch.
Yeah.
Am I doing cup of consignment with you?
That is totally up to you. You do not have to.
I have it on the schedule there, so we'll see.
You can decide tomorrow. You might need more time for shipping and do not feel obligated to do that if you need more time for shipping.
Yeah. And then I'm going to go ahead and move the podcast up because Tuesday night I'm going to be packing the car and everything. So I'll do that
for
early.
It to go live. Yes. Yeah. It worked out well, it seemed this week with you scheduling things and whatnot.
Yeah, I was a little bit anxious about like whether that was going to work.
I woke up Wednesday morning and I was like, did everything do what it was supposed to do? And I checked it and it seemed like everything worked well. So yeah, good job.
Thank you. All right, so then these I'll just go through and I'll just delete all of my stuff for Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. And
what do you have on Friday or Thursday morning that's in our Consignment Chats thing? What is that?
Our thrifty meeting.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Got that.
Yep. So I'll probably, I mean, there's a very good chance on Thursday. I think I don't have to pick anybody up at the airport until later in the day. So there's a very good chance I'll be at Motivation in Minutes and Thrifty. I'm not gonna say I will be there, like it's on you, but
that's what I've been telling
I will
people. I'm like, if they can pop in, they'll pop in. If not, you're stuck with me in weird costumes. Yep.
But I am planning on it. So awesome. There we have it. All right. So that's not bad. I can handle this.
Yeah.
I can handle that.
Your Monday looks great. Like you're going to have a good day tomorrow.
Yeah. I was, I got to tell you, before we did this, I was like super stressed about it. I was like, how am I going to ship all these But if I only have to ship tomorrow morning.
Right.
And have the rest of the day to.
You broke a vacation record.
Yeah.
Good job.
Yeah. Yeah.
And your last one was during Q4. This is not Q4. Right. So that's like even better. Yeah.
Yeah. So I wonder, without like having really listed anything, because I was sick the whole week before I left, so my listing was not what it normally is at all. Maybe like a quarter of what it was. I wonder what it's going to be like coming home after this week. I don't know.
See, it's all about the baskets.
Really?
All about the animal baskets. Don't show me any other baskets. I don't care about other baskets. I personally love baskets in my home, but I don't want to sell them. But there's just something about these animal baskets.
All right, Bolo. Yes, here, animal baskets.
It is surprising he can find them. He has like a little animal basket radar now, and he did tell a few of our reseller friends at the Goodwill, and I feel like they're going to be looking for him now too. But
I see animal baskets all the time at yard sales around me.
I never see them.
I see them all the time. All right. I'm going to be on the lookout now for animal baskets. I didn't know. So, all right. So I have a little basket trauma. So,
you're a basket case? Oh, sorry.
Yeah. So, did you ever see that movie Basket Case?
I don't know.
It's a horror movie.
Oh, no.
Oh, okay. Well,
is it good? I'll look it up.
I watched it like 30. No, it's stupid. But
those are some of the best horror movies.
It's so dumb. I think there might even be like Basket Case 2 and whatever. But we've joked about this for 30 plus years at this point. Like when I was in college, we went on spring break, and one of the movies we rented, yes, from Blockbuster, was Basket Case. And I think it's like a little head they carry around in a basket, and his name is Belial. And to this day, for 30 years, we've been carrying about Basket Case and Belial. But anyway, that's not my trauma event for the basket. So every year at the elementary school, we would hold a basket raffle because I lived near Philadelphia. We did not call it a tricky tray as we do in Scranton, Pennsylvania. It was a basket.
Okay.
I was one of the few people that had a garage in Conshohocken. Not only did I have a garage, but I had a 3-car garage that we didn't use for our cars. So I became the home of the basket raffles. And that was what we used my garage for. I mean, hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of baskets. Those of you that know me, you know I hate clutter. All right, when we stopped doing the basket raffle, I still had hundreds of baskets because you never know when you're going to need like the perfect size one. We didn't know what the donations were and blah, 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 blah. So baskets took over my garage. They took over my life they would be like 2 months, 2 to 3 months, 2.5 months. Baskets would take over my life. So anytime I see a basket, like I will not take one on consignment. I will not pick one up at a garage sale. I want no baskets in my life at all.
No baskets.
So, I agree. No baskets. Mm-hmm. But now this animal thing.
That's been like the same here. Like when I used to just do Facebook, people brought me all kinds of baskets. And I felt like when I did that estate last summer, oh my gosh, the baskets. And they were huge and they were weird and they sold, but I didn't want them in my house. There were stacks of baskets.
They take up so much room.
So much room, especially when they're weird shapes and they don't stack right. And yeah. So yeah, this is our compromise and I like it. And Etsy loves them. I'm really glad that you're taking care of that, Stuart. The takeaway from this is make sure that there's no deformed twins.
Belial. All right. So you've seen Basket Case. You know who I'm talking about, Belial, don't you? Yeah. I'm going to have to rewatch that now.
I cannot wait to hang out with him this summer. I've missed him. Oh, that's great. Yes. That's the moral of the story. Yep. Mm-hmm.
So baskets are good if they're shaped like an animal and don't contain Belial or deformed twins. Yes, absolutely. Oh, he says he thinks he saw it at the theater. Oh my gosh.
Wow.
All right.
That would have been a heck of
I'm getting a copy of that to watch in Gatlinburg. I'm telling y'all right now. Basket Case.
All right. Joe gave me an update here. They went to the Amazon Bins return store. It is overwhelming. Went to the wrong garage sale citywide after watching Happy Picker talk about all the cool stuff she found. Okay. All right. Then there was also some flight issues there and back. Well, when you're flying into Minneapolis, sometimes I feel like that's a thing. Yeah, but okay.
All right. Nice.
Overall, he had fun.
There were some issues.
That's okay.
But fun.
Those Amazon bin return stores. So mine's not like, I know that there are actual like Amazon branded ones, but we have, just a bin. I call it the bins. I think it's called Bins Ahoy technically. And it's one of those ones that it used to be called Quarter to Five because they'd start at $5 and they'd go down to a quarter by the end of the week. And then inflation happened and now they start at $8 and they go down to 50 cents. So they change it to Bins Ahoy and there's a pirate mascot and there's a lot of R's and it's,
Pirate ship makes it work. I always think what they do is super cute.
Yeah. They are super cute with their stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, it is overwhelming. Ours was really cool during COVID because it was our small town. They kept it open for the most part. And our bridge was closed to Canada for like 2 years. The only essential employees of the hospitals could go back and forth. And that was like it. Wow. So there was no Canadian shoppers, which was absolutely terrible for our local economy. However, it was great as a reseller, and I'm a little selfish. That was when I loved it the most because there was only a handful of people in there all the time, and I was just stuffing bags full of stuff for a quarter and whatever. I've only went a couple times since the border opened back up because it is packed with people, and there's a lot of stuff flying. It's a bit crazy.
Yeah, I only went once I think it was with Molly. I have my own Amazon bins here. I have a bunch of Amazon returns shipped directly to me. So I don't got to go to the store.
You can sign your own Amazon bins return store.
Right? Yeah. Yeah. And it's not picked through. So it's good. It's like legit stuff.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, I did buy the 2 pallets of Amazon stuff though. That I did.
I really wish Paul was here to see that.
What do you mean it was disappointing? Did you just put that in writing? Is that a joke you guys have or what?
Everybody rags on Paul. But
I don't know this. You got to fill me in.
That was great. If Paul was here, he would say that was the worst part of the trip would be hanging out with Joe, just because that's what we do. Unless you're truly disappointed, and then I need to hear some stories. But I'm not the type of person to put that out there unless it's a joke.
So. I was a little bit like, I don't know.
Yes, see? He's sure he would say the same about me. He would. He absolutely would.
Oh my God, guys.
He is so fun to poke fun at, and he does it right back. So, yes.
All right. Yeah, I don't really know him. I mean, I know of him. He came to our show a couple of times. He was super funny and nice, but yeah.
$25 per item? Granted, that's only like, I don't know, $15 US or whatever.
Yeah, but still.
But ours at $8, I think, is a lot. And people, oh my gosh, I drove by it the other day. I'm normally not up that early on a Saturday, but I drove by it the other day, probably going to find coffee or something. And there was a line of people at 8 a.m. And I was like, oh, I forget that this store does this on Saturdays. It's a big deal. it still had 2 more hours until it opened. And there was like a line down the plaza of like, yeah, people go nuts in there. It's like people that take, the Goodwill bin super seriously, and they go in there with a group of people and they grab everything they can grab and then they check it in the corner. Only this is a really small store. And yeah.
All right. Well, you know what I want to do now? I want to go interview some of those people and find their stores and where they're reselling it and how well they actually do, or whether they got caught up in the hype of it.
Most of these, so several of them consign with me.
Oh.
They just love to shop. They love a good deal.
All right. It's more of like an addiction thing. Okay.
Most of these people, it's an addiction. A lot of them, it's kind of like extreme couponing, how those people really don't need that much laundry. As someone who used to coupon quite a bit and do all those crazy things for fun.
Do you say coupon or coupon?
Coupon. I say coupon when I'm talking about like that, but
coupon.
I always say, do I have a coupon for that? I say coupon. It started as a joke.
Is that a regional thing or joke? Or
it started as a joke, and now I just say coupon.
Okay, all right.
No, it's a coupon.
All right.
A coupon.
How do you say coupon? Like chicken coupon.
You say everything wrong anyways.
I apparently never knew how wrong I was until I met you, but
how do you say
I'm so happy.
How do you say length again?
Length.
Just that kills me.
I don't even hear what I'm saying wrong. I don't even know.
There's a G in it.
It's silent, isn't it?
Could be. I don't know. Up here it's length. Anyways, no, a lot of them. Anyways, they give them out as Christmas gifts, and they give them to their family, or I don't know, donate them Toys for Tots or something. Most of those people are not reselling them. I can tell you that. But now I also want to go and interview everybody in line. That sounds like fun. Nice. Coupon. That's exactly. It started as a joke, and now I just say it.
Coupon. It's a coupon.
It's a coupon. Yeah. Coupon.
Get a coupon.
It's a coupon.
That sounds forced. Much like niche. It's a niche.
I never said niche until I met you, and now I'm confused every time I say it. I don't know what to do.
You go get your feet wet in the creek, and it's a niche.
In a creek?
Yeah, creek.
Oh man. Okay. At least you say tote, right? It's not a bucket.
Yeah, it's a tote.
Or a bin. Anything but a bucket. It's not a bucket.
We don't call it a bucket. A bucket is what, dear Liza had the hole in. Yeah.
See, Jennifer, it's a coupon.
Coupon.
Or a coupon, especially if you want to irritate Amy. I love that. Whoa, dip dogs is a thing? That makes sense. However, I'd never have heard of that in my entire life. Oh. That makes sense. I mean, it
makes sense. Yeah, I can't argue with that.
I actually like that better than corn dogs, but now I want a corn dog. Okay.
We'll get
that. Is crazy. 25, 20, 15, 10. Okay, so ours is like 8 on Saturday and Sunday. Both days is $8, and then it's like 7, 5 to 50 cents. I don't, whatever equals out to a week, it just goes down to 50 cents. But I know it's $8 the first 2 days. That's crazy. That's why all the Canadians are over here, but you're 7 hours away from me. So yeah. I'm sorry. Oh my gosh.
Oh, something exciting happened today while I was at the communion party.
Okay.
There was a guy working there, and my mom loves estate sales. She's like, "That's Ron." I was like, "Who?" And she goes, "He runs the Pink Flamingo estate sales. He's kind of like famous in this area." So he was working at the restaurant. I guess he moonlights there or whatever. But so I got to hook up with him and meet him. That was awesome. So yeah, I got an inside track to the estate sale business here.
So I had the opposite thing happen. I went to an estate sale, which had run last week and then again this weekend. And I knew when I saw her name, she's bought stuff for me as a collector. She has a garage sale every summer. As a collector, her prices are crazy. but apparently she's now running estate sales for people, like to just help them out or whatever. I don't know what the deal is. Stuff was crazy. Blow molds for $300 and like I just picked up like coasters and I was like, oh, this is a really cute set of coasters. Oh, $55. Okay, never mind.
You mean she didn't have the eBay printout next to it? She might as well have.
I could have went on eBay and bought stuff for less. I don't think that would.
Oh, right. Okay, they were higher than the eBay.
They were higher than eBay. She had like 4 or 5 dish sets, and they were cool dish sets, and they were great. But I mean, like $500, $600, $700 a piece for the dish sets. Like it was, yeah, and nothing that was like.
Did you hand her a C Chats card?
She
tell
was
her director to the episode about knowing your audience and your ideal customer.
She was too busy complaining about needing a knee surgery, and I was there for a long time. I could have stayed in that basement. I don't think anybody would ever notice that I was even there. And I heard all about her health issues the entire time, and it was super awkward because the gentleman that lived in that house, I am 99% sure, I'm assuming his wife must have died or something. It was a living estate sale / moving sale. He was just wandering around all lonely saying, oh, we've done this sale for so many days and there's still so many things left. And I felt so bad for him. Oh, it was hard.
You should have handed him a card for your business.
That's what my husband said.
Yes.
I said that feels really shady because like she was right there and I don't know. But
or you could have handed her the card in front of him and said that. Like I wouldn't be shady about it. Like you're trying to make a side deal. I would be just very upfront about it.
He was too busy talking to that one lady. I don't know. Yeah. It was kind of weird. Because I did want to mention consignment or something, or like, do you sell these online afterwards, or like, what do you do afterwards? Because they were all awesome things, but like there was no market for it. I went to a couple garage sales afterwards. This was the first weekend that we had garage sales up here. Ooh. I went to a couple garage sales afterwards, and people are saying like, oh, there's a sale over here, there's a sale over here, and I'm like, yeah, the estate sale down, and they're like, but that's so-and-so, and we know that we're not going to buy anything there. I'm like, okay, all right. Yeah.
Bummer.
I know.
No, she'll be around again. I think at the next one, you gotta hit her or send her a message when she advertises the next one.
Yeah, that's true.
That way you don't have to get caught up in a knee replacement conversation or something.
Right. Yeah. Because the other side is like, I don't need the inventory. So like, I don't want to get anything like that with her, but I just feel like there's much better ways that she could be going about this and making money for her and her clients if that's what she wants to do. So I don't know. She's got a good eye for stuff. Like the stuff she buys from me and the stuff that she has in her sales, fantastic. Just not the right market.
I think once she does it for a little while and she figures out, because people love to tell when you tell them how to run their businesses. I know people. Exactly. I love when people come to me and tell me all of the things I should be doing. People that aren't in the business and have no idea. I love
it when people say that they have tons of ideas for me in my business and then tell me I have to wait until August to hear about them. It sounds great. Yeah, that's fantastic.
Sorry. All right. So, yep.
Dip dog.
It's a corn dog. It's a dip dog.
That's great.
Yeah, corn dog is not a great name for that. Oil or Olay? Oil or oil?
It's oil.
Oil?
Oil?
Or oil?
We don't even know how to say it.
Olay!
Jennifer, you need to come to Motivation in Minutes in the morning. Make sure you wake up bright and early and tell us how you pronounce those two things.
I'm thinking like Pittsburgh, like oil. Like I can't even say it like they say oil. Iron. Oil.
So the OLE up here, because everything's super Finnish in the Upper Peninsula, would be like alley or ollie. I think it's like alley. Ollie. Yeah.
Wait, what? What's pronounced like alley?
The OLE is like a name, and it would be Ollie.
Oh.
Or alley.
Oh. Mm-hmm. Oh, all right.
Yeah. But his last name would be like Toivo, or like it'd be a super Finnish name.
We're going to get sassy here. Robbing from the poor. Have you ever had anybody actually say that to you? All right, who here has had somebody accuse you of robbing from the poor? I've never had somebody say that.
I have.
Okay. Oh, you have. All right. Tell us a little
Mhm.
about that.
I just with weird stuff. Like I had somebody say that with board games one time. It was a few years ago, and they were like, "What is everybody else supposed to play?" And I like looked, and I was like, "All the other board games." Like what? Like, because I had a cart full of them, and they're like, "I can't believe you're doing that." Like people come here because they need things. What is everybody else supposed to play? Like there's still plenty, and oh look, here comes more. Like
Oh my gosh. Oh my God, Paul, like seriously, were your ears ringing or what?
yes.
That's crazy. His ears must have been like totally ringing.
So, Paul, I just want you to know that Joe was filling us in, and he was telling us all about Nashville. And he said that there was lots of good food, but hanging out with the Philly Flipper was a little disappointing. So I'm just gonna say,
Yep.
we were also laughing about it because we all love you, Paul. Don't worry, it's okay. Oh
right,
yes,
so,
the did you leave anything for the rest of us? Mm-hmm.
oh, you got that, Carmen? That's crazy. I still to this
Mm-hmm.
now. All right, granted, maybe that's because I don't source as much. Yeah.
Look at Paul.
All right, that's all right. That's what we
Well,
said.
yeah, let's just. I'm sure he would say the same about me.
Too bad this isn't the I Flipped That Game show because we just would have won an award, right? Match game.
Oh gosh.
Yeah, so a safety thing before the did you think the safety thing?
All right, boys, settle down. Settle down. I love it.
We got a
Go
lot of
tell me
male
what to
energy
do
in here
now.
tonight, folks. A lot of male energy.
Oh.
Oh my gosh.
Paul, are you gonna come back to Tennessee in August and hang out with us when we do our little thing?
I wonder.
I think you should.
Maybe
You
all
get
the
that
fun,
all the
maybe all the
time,
fun's
Carmen?
ahead. That's crazy to me.
It is crazy.
Yeah. I'm just waiting for somebody to say that so I can slam them with the link for the episode with Maggie at Arc Thrift. Yeah, that's right.
Paul's not coming. Paul's not coming to Gatlinburg.
I didn't know. All right, does this mean we have to hang out for another couple minutes? We've been live for over an hour at this
Clearly,
point.
I understand the dynamic, and Libby was like, oh, like Joe would ever say a bad thing about anybody.
I really was like, oh, I don't think we should have put that on the screen. I didn't know. I got to
I've
get
never
to know
met
you guys
Paul in
better.
person, but he's probably super sweet in real life too. I don't know. He doesn't play one on TV, but he seems like maybe in real life he might be.
Samantha. Oh my God. Oh my God.
Hi, Kristen.
Kristen, we were just asking about Nashville and how it went and how fun it was and how disappointing Paul the Philly Flipper was. And apparently Joe as well. Very disappointing. Yes.
Carmen. Yes. Okay. So my Goodwill, somebody there recently made a comment, and they have some new management and stuff, but they recently made a comment when I was in there, and I don't go in there very much anymore, and I don't shop for the same things I used to. But they said something about we just can't sell the shoes like we used to. And they were talking about shoes, and I said to them, that's because you changed all the prices. Like I know myself and several other resellers that used to come in here every week, multiple times a week, and buy lots of shoes, and you upped the prices, and we stopped.
Yeah.
And they said, oh. And I said, yeah, so maybe rethink that process. Because I'm
Do you
super
think they will?
that.
I bet they will.
I hope they will, because there are tons of shoes in there, and every time I glance, I'm like, nope, that's why I don't get them anymore, and I walk away. And I know several other people that say the same thing. So
I mean, having done this for so many years, like I just see that cycle. It's like every couple years, things go crazy. They're selling stuff on eBay. They have their own website. The prices go up. They can charge more. People are robbing, and then they come back down. They go, oh wait, we make our money because it's a volume game. That's right. It takes a little while, but it'll cycle back. It all cycles back around.
It will. But by then
Yeah.
I'll have so many shoe consigners that I won't even need them. So it's okay.
I don't like doing shoes. I like my Amazon shoes that come in new in the box. Those I like to do. Those are kind of
Oh my
fun.
gosh. Wow. You guys are off the rails tonight. Don't wear them. It's country though. Yeah, barefoot hillbillies over there.
I know. I
I
know.
love Tennessee. I love my Tennessee people.
I'm very excited.
I am so
I'll be even more excited when I get back from my traveling and
Oh yeah, you'll
get
be
back
even more
into it.
excited to go on another vacation and leave your business and have to catch up on stuff.
I have what do I have? 2 months. 2
Yeah,
months? Wait, say June,
3.
July. 2.5 months to buckle down and just I mean, you guys are not gonna see me without, like, a measuring tape around my neck. My hair's gonna be, like, sticking straight up, no makeup,
You'll
because
be
I am
finding
gonna
all the
be
baskets running
listing.
around going, "Will this one sell? I don't know." Oh,
I am gonna be listing for the next when I get back, I'm gonna be listing for 2.5 months so I can pay my bills, that's kind of important, but, like, yeah, I've
right.
never taken this much time off. I'm really anxious, and, the bills,
Have
they gotta be paid.
have you reached on your listing calculator to make sure you accounted for all this time off?
That's a really good point. I think I'll do that at Mastermind on Tuesday. I think I'll
There you go.
redo my listing calculator. I think I built 4 weeks of vacation into it, but I might need 5.
I need to adjust, and it'll give it a nice little boost in the next couple of months while you're building it back up.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It'll be interesting to build it in the summer. Like,
Right.
it's gonna really take a lot of fortitude to rebuild in the summer because I'm not gonna get that how I need immediate gratification.
Yes,
You know that about
we're
me.
gonna have to be on there all the time telling you it will sell. It's
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
Keep going. You've got this.
Yeah. Pretty much. Because that's gonna be a tough time to just really, like, focus and rebuild.
Well, when we come back from Gatlinburg in August and you have 300 things to ship after that, you're gonna be like, it worked, I guess.
I'm gonna beat my 71 record from last week. 71 things in a week
On vacation mode. Boom.
without banking any listings,
No
folks.
scheduled listings.
I'm gonna be the poster child for no banking. That is my that is my mission.
Not that
I'm gonna
one
be
way
the
is
poster
right
child for no
and the other
banking.
isn't. She just
No, it's not. It's not. I just get a lot of grief because everybody in our mastermind and everybody in my company banks listings, banks listings. I'm unable to do it because of my issues with immediate gratification. So I'm looking for ways to rationalize that. And one of the ways is I tell you guys about how many packages I have to ship when I've been away for a week and, you know,
Yeah.
haven't banked any listings. So there you go.
She has unlisted inventory. She's starting a money mountain over there.
Oh, yeah. Get ready to hike.
That kills us more than actually like listing and scheduling things. So yeah, we feel you on that one. Big home project though, and of course you're traveling. You're always traveling. I love it. I love to live vicariously through Kristen.
Oh, you know what? Remind me tomorrow, Samantha. I need to take a picture of what my downstairs looks like with my mountain range.
Yeah, because
Well,
you said
you're
you
not
got a
going to
huge
believe it. I have at
consignment
least
before you.
1,000 items that were just dropped off. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you got a huge one before you left and a huge one today when you're back. Holy shit.
So I think I don't know, give me some accountability. I won't feel that bad.
Hello, hello, hello.
Slim flippers. Woo woo. Yeah, I think if I share it.
Yeah.
And people go, "Oh, that's not too bad."
That's
not totally overwhelming.
That's not motivating. That's enabling. Why aren't you going sourcing for more?
Oh, Slim Flippers, your podcast co-host. Hey, Wes. We were chatting about you guys, putting the link to your podcast up. Love the new name.
So excited it's spelled findable now. That's great.
Yep.
Also excited that you're thinking about putting your face and possibly my face on here. If you don't know what that means, Stuart will fill you in. It's fine. It's fine.
It's fine, but just put your face on it. Yeah.
Yes.
All right, guys. It is my bedtime. It's past my
I
bedtime. It's
I
Sunday
need
night.
social media. And look, I'm already starting to doodle just because I have to. So I need to fill in the social media chart and get this stuff going.
Do you need me to hang with you while you do that, or do you think you can?
No, I'll wipe it.
No.
I'm
All
gonna blast
right.
some music. Everybody in my house is asleep. I'm gonna blast some music where they can't hear it, and I'm gonna get it done. It's gonna be great.
All right. Well, thanks for helping me. You guys want to see my calendar again because I'm so happy with it. Look.
You're gonna have a rocking day tomorrow. It's gonna be great.
Oh, I just panicked for a second and thought I filled in the wrong week. Yeah.
Oh God.
I was like, oh my God, that was last week's calendar I did. No, there we go. There we go.
It's awesome.
You're not going to break the internet.
Your faces are already on the episodes.
Right. Yeah.
We just want you to put them on the channel so when it pops up in feeds, they're like, oh, that's those guys.
And all right, here's another thing. I remember explicitly in our spotlight with Franklin Hill Ventures, Stuart, he told us a very poignant story about his whatnot sales and how he never showed his face.
Yes.
And then he said one day he showed his face. And what happened, Stuart? Tell us. It upped your viewership and made you more relatable. So, yeah, I mean, I'm just gonna go ahead and dish that advice right back to you. So don't hesitate. You guys got
unless Paul is still watching, and then the Philly Flipper channel should have less faith. Honestly, that's yeah.
I can't take all this ragging on Paul. Shush. People feel sorry for him. All right, well, maybe they'll feel sorry for you and watch your channel. I don't know. Maybe.
Oh,
everyone needs a rural squirrel in their life. Yes. Agreed. Yes. Life is much better with a rural squirrel. All right.
We need to be productive.
I need to go to bed. You need to be productive.
I'm drinking coffee and I'm wired up. I'm going to be productive.
All right. If I find you in a listing party, do not schedule any listing parties now that you have the energy. All right, guys. Thanks for joining us. Hope you have a great, productive week.